All right. Welcome back to the Dojo, guys. I'm Steve. This is Ninjaboy Z Gaming. And we're going to do the Reloaded Season 2 patch notes review. I said I wanted to do it, and I want to do it within 10 minutes, and I have to do it within 10 minutes because I need to get Jiraiya because it's freezing here in Harriman. So if you're new to the stream, please like and share. And if you want to see more content like this, check us up on YouTube, Twitch, and our main platform, Facebook Gaming. All right, let's jump right into it because we got quite a bit to cover. I'm going to share my screen here. I really wanted to go over... Well, we might still have... no, we won't have time. I wanted to show you guys the trailer. We'll show bits and parts of it because it is kind of cool. It's different from the trailer that we saw yesterday. And I kind of tell you guys what we got into yesterday as this is going. Eddie, thank you for the like and share. What's going on? Be like Eddie, like and share the stream, guys. All right, so yesterday we got a few drops. I'm going to definitely do a spectating round on myself, so I have a few check items that I want to do as far as my content that's coming up. My notes here. Make sure that I stay on track and I don't go on any rants. So Infected is going to be part of the thing. Joel, Devil. Gun game is something I'm excited about. I love that. It makes you diverse in a lot of different guns. It forces you to use them. The Jailer, from my understanding, is going away. We'll talk about that. We just saw the plates. This is a really cool trailer because they're touching on things that we all asked for. New vehicles. We saw me poorly ride a jet ski. New finishers and skins. Very, very cool. All right. That was pretty painless. So, bug fixes. We'll kind of glaze over these because as we get further down in the notes, it kind of talks about some of the things that I wanted to talk about. But I think a big thing, too, for people was the gameplay, excuse me, and movement, which movement to me, I'm more of a strategic player rather than push and shoot, kind of thing. But there are times where I do want it, so if they're changing that ability, that's a good thing. I mean, they should be looking to just overall make the gameplay, and a majority of players play that style. So again, I think it's really important that they did do those bug fixes. Okay, or at least adjustments. We're going to high level go over the weapons because that's what's coming up first. But you saw yesterday, Wednesday, February 15th, Global. Welcome to Season 2. We will detail all new content coming with the launch of the season below. But a few highlights include Resurgence is back. Woo! The Harriman Boys and the Resurgence team is back. And for overall, I think I got, 3 drops, 3 or 4? I want to say maybe just 3. And we got a win on our last drop together. I think the boys still played. Darth got on a little earlier, and he said he loved it. So it didn't have that, big effect on me. I'm glad that it did for Darth. Darth's been very accepting of this game in general, which is awesome. I've been very critical, but I didn't hate it. I don't recall, but we're gonna spectate. I don't recall me having any kind of stream freakouts or anything like that. So, all right, Resurgence is back with the arrival of our Ashika island map. Sorry, I'm reading the small tent. Probably should read here because it's bigger font, but that looks silly. Joel, thank you for the like. Jeremy, I missed that. Thank you for the like, my brother. Oh, there he is. I was just giving you props, bro. Complete the path of the Ronin challenges in Modern Warfare 2 or Warzone 2.0 to earn rewards, including a fan favorite weapon. So I don't ever do the challenges. Darth does, but I'm, as you can tell, very in love with the Asian culture and especially Japanese culture. So I'm all in on that aspect. New personal watercraft vehicle. So they got some combat boats that they added because the water plays in. And we saw yesterday, if you were on the stream, there's jet skis or sea-doos or whatever the goddamn thing you drive on the water. Okay. Battle Pass, we're going to skip over that. That's one thing Darth should go over because he's a Battle Pass master. This is just a really cool photo to me. It's like ninja and samurai. Darth, thank you for the 50 bomb. All right, the Path to Ronin, we'll cover this just really quickly. The Path of the Ronin will present players with a variety of challenges spanning several weeks based on 7 virtue of Bushido. Integrity, respect, courage, honor, compassion, sincerity, and loyalty. So all strong things in walks of life. The Asian culture has nailed it on that aspect, and we should all take our notebooks out and maybe make some check marks. So definitely a cool challenge, and again, I just geek out on that culture, so I'll definitely try it. All right, let me get caught up in the chat. The event get you the crossbow. I did use the crossbow yesterday in the gameplay, and I would have gotten the kill, but I think either Darth or Devil or Los stole that from me, or it was a team kill. But I had the assist with it, and it shoots true, just like Modern Warfare 1. I wish I would have bought it because I don't know how hard. I know it was extremely hard to get the crossbow in Modern Warfare or Warzone 1, and I imagine it will be hard in Warzone 2. Joel says, need to finish some of those challenges when I get home. Got a couple more matches to win a multiplayer to get that. And okay, so it sounds like Joel's way on his way to cruising through. I think this is really cool. JGod makes a really good point, and I've always wondered the same thing. It's prestige unlock, and then it maxes, level max for 450. Like, just let it keep going. Go unlimited. Like, it's cool to have all the skins and stuff and whatnot, but like Apex Legends, from my understanding, has that like unlimited, like you can rank all the like, so it just shows like, hey, this player puts in the time. I think it's a really cool thing to give the casual player, more myself, that's not always willing to buy everything, but you're giving the kudos of like, hey man, this player is invested, and we're giving him that respect of this is how many hours he's played, which is just as good as buying the battle pass, in my opinion, on that, because you're bringing people back. They're buying the game. All right, weapons. Again, high level. I did want to talk about this one. The ISO Hemlock, I saw Stone Mountain using it today, and I think this is what I'm going to try to, if I don't have it leveled up, which I'm pretty sure I don't, I will then look to level it up. The RPK and the Finnick were the main weapons that I used. Those, my understanding is the RPK, and I got to use a maxed out RPK. It wasn't my RPK, but I got to use a maxed out RPK yesterday. And we'll go to the bullet points in just a minute, but there wasn't like a huge nerf. I also want to talk about tuning for a little bit, but this right here, as you can see on the screen, I'm definitely getting these. And I may even bust out the Jboy and Knife Challenge for myself and solos, or whoever wants to take that challenge on with me. All right, Kodachi melee, they nerfed and buffed the melee in a sense, so we'll talk about that as well. And then there's the crossbow that we were just talking about that Darth commented on. So, all right, let's weapon tuning. Another great topic. Darth has been knocking at my door going, bro, get your tuning in point. And I really thought, like, I just don't want to mess with it because I've always been just, and I still do believe this, they're getting too cute with it. They're getting too complicated with it. But maybe that's just the evolution I need to get with it. So I am, because Stone Mountain today, when I was watching, he was doing adjustments and then jumping into the firing range, which makes sense to have that update and then have the ability to do the fire range, because it would be so annoying to do the weapon tuning and then wait forever to get into a match, where like it was kind of weird just checking out the different hand grips of what felt better. Again, go to JGod. Highly recommended in regards to finding out the meta gun, or the metas, if you will. And then a shout out to my teammate Devil, who he says everything's the meta. He is perfectly fine with playing with ground loot. He stacks them up, and that what makes him a Marine, an assassin of he lives outside the comfortability, which I am a creature of habit. It's going to be very hard for me to get off the RPK, and I knew they were going to nerf it. I'm glad that they nerfed it just a little bit so I can still slowly wean off of it, if you will. All right, more comments in the chat. Thank you, guys. I had to make sure it's down. Yeah, I feel you on that. Found a one-shot sniper, kinda. Man, so they did some Ali, what's going on, man? Thank you for tuning in. There's still a lot in that they need to do with the sniper. Even eliminate. Okay, let's talk about that for a minute. I think they should keep the sniper as is, or they can one-shot the sniper to the head. It's got to be a headshot. And maybe even incorporate distance, kind of like how they did in Modern Warfare 1. I keep saying that, Warzone 1. But I'm okay with them taking away the backpacks, because I thought it was just too much. But I liked having that third gun option. And I think, I think it should be a perk in just the game once you pick up, it's not like you pick up a harness or something that you can then pick up a third gun, or you have to earn it, right? After 4 or 5 kills, you can then pick up a third gun, and it gives credit to the people that push, gives credit to the people that have gotten that many kills in the game, and then they can continue to just own the lobby. So I think that would be a good one. I think it would be pretty hard to kind of maybe not keep track of it, but in Battle Royale sense. But that's just my suggestion on that, because then you can essentially keep all 3 guns. Or last thing I would say of this is give the option of a third gun, but nerf the overkill to where you can only having 3 guns was fun. All right, what do you think about this, Ali? I thought I'll pitch this at you, like no one's listening to us, but it'd still be fun to just talk about it. Is what if you could only have 1 gun of each class? You can't have 2 assault rifles within your 3. So you could have the assault rifle and submachine gun, but then your third gun would have to be like a pistol or sniper rifle or launcher, etc. So I think that would be a really cool balance to it. And again, it gives you more options of using a ton of guns, and then everyone's sniping versus But I think that would just increase the camping, sort of say. So okay, real quick, we're gonna scroll down. Lockman 556 increased semi-auto. I guess that doesn't really matter. There's a few Lockmans in here, or similar guns. Yeah, I see a Lochman. So moving down to RPGs, which is kind of funny that they increased and decreased. It's weird. And I got downed by, so I assume the rockets are going to come back out. But yeah, small reduction. Basically, they brought it down from being just overall killer to just a general, which is fine. I think they should just keep all the guns like that. I don't think they should ever have a true meta. And then let's scroll down here. Finnick got super nerfed. And I saw a couple of people use the Finnick, and it is not. And I wasn't the huge fan, so I'm probably gonna pick up the Hurricane or another. What's maybe this is the play. I don't know. And then Darth's kind of go-to sniper, it looks like it got a little nerfed as well. So vehicles, pretty cool. We won't spend a ton of time here, but we got to see the Wave Runners, which was really cool. What do they call it? Personal watercraft. Keeping it neutral. Smart. Skip the vehicle adjustments. Operators, really cool. This is a cool one too. Proximity chat. It fades out more effectively over distance, which is going to be really cool, I think, because the prox chat, I feel like it should work that way. I think they wanted it to work that way. I'm still okay with toggling it on and off. There's some days where I'm like, hey, let's get in it and let's communicate with these bots. But at the same time, it's pretty annoying, and yeah, maybe not always my cup of tea. Good thing that they fixed the audio bugs here. I won't go into this, but Devil, maybe on your Twitch stream, you can kind of talk about that and how appreciative you are. Social bugs. Let's get into the juicy. PC settings. Darth probably loves that. Friend finder. That's kind of cool. Helps kind of the one wolf soldiers out there. There is something in here too that like I noticed, and I even commented. I was like, "Oh, you can do the play again option," which I mean, I noticed that they didn't have it in season 1. They added it in season 2, and I am appreciative because it was a little annoying going back and forth, especially how long, like on the big map, it's so long in between games and just the games itself. So really cool. All right. Keep it high level. I will play some Infected. We're definitely going to stream that, have some drinks. Gun game. You're going to see some solo play from me. Apologies in advance, but I do like this game. Again, like I was talking about during the trailer, it really gets you to outside of your comfort zone. It puts the pressure on. I'll briefly explain it, but most of you guys that are in here probably already know. Start with like a handgun or random. Everyone in the lobby starts. And it's an 18 weapon rotation. So you upgrade to like maybe a shotgun and then submachine gun and then a launcher and then a sniper rifle. And then the guns get harder. And at the end, I believe it's like a shooting knife or a throwing knife. Oh, it just says it right there at the end. To win the game, finish the job, you got to do a throwing knife finish, which is also why I got really good at throwing knives. Bubby, what's going on? Bubby Dippigan's in the house. And last thing I'll say is if you do a melee attack, you send someone back. And don't get me twisted. I definitely get toxic in there, and if I have the chance to melee you, especially from the side, you're going back a weapon. Sometimes I get too carried away with that, and that's why I don't always win the matches, but I do fairly well in those. So we were definitely going to play some multiplayer and mix it up. I really want to do that this time. Bubby, thank you for the like. I know this ranked play for multiplayer, but we will like I'm sure you've already heard it's coming to Warzone 2, which I think is cool because a lot of people enjoy that. I've never really played it. I know it's there for Apex, and I don't fully understand. I was actually asking Jaren today, I was like, if he could break it down for me. Ranks and rewards. We're still in multiplayer, guys. We're going to get to the... Ashika. All right, here it is. Very cool. I mean, look at that. That's a pretty little village right there. So Ashika, really high note. This is really important because this is, and I even had to like go, oh, double take on that. It is partners at High Moon Studios. So typically Raven, right? That are the ones that build this, or at least my understanding. So High Moon Studios are the ones that created Fortune's Keep, and they kind of talk about it, and I'll briefly go through this. Our team is excited to finally release Ashika Island to the world with the launch of Season 2 with a beautiful Japanese-inspired location, agreed, diverse areas to explore, and a host of secrets to uncover. Hope you enjoy playing this space as much as we have enjoyed, and the art of crafting it. Ashika, it just doesn't roll off the lips for me. Sorry, guys. Ashika also has a lot more to offer than meets the eye. So take time exploring everything. I'm telling you, I think they're going to bring in old challenges that they had in Warzone 1, where you had to do kind of like descripting codes and whatnot. Simon, what's going on? Appreciate you stopping by. So this, and I'm just going to cover this sentence here. Building on our learnings from Fortune's Keep, the team was thrilled to continue implementing interesting traversal options while being mindful not to overcomplicate our designs. So I made a statement. I was like, man, this really has that Fortune's Keep feel. And, you know, that's a credit to them is you could, you know, they did separate themselves, and it is super, super cool map from what I've seen. So real quick, the map consists of 7 major points of interest listed below. The first one we have here is the farms. I'm not even going to try to pronounce that, but this is where we first dropped, was this area, to my understanding. Simon, thank you for the like and share. Bubby, thank you for the like. The second place here is the town center. Don't believe we were in this area, but we could have been. And then the beach club definitely was not here. Those buildings don't look familiar. We did have a little stint at the castles, and then we were definitely here, this area, Port of Ashika, that we won inside of this area. If I'm thinking of the right spots, Appreciate you, brother. Titan Ninja Gaming, welcome to the stream. Just covering the patch notes here and then residential. Again, I'm excited to just kind of, and we definitely went to Shipwreck. I got my butt handed to me on this boat and then got some revenge on the beach. So, like I said, we've only been 3 games in. We got to play a little bit yesterday. It's a quick stream, so check it out if you haven't seen any gameplay on the map. Go into Twitch, go into YouTube, go into Facebook. We get a dub. And I went back and watched, and I did get that final kill on the dub. I've yet to clutch up a win. We've had to rely on Darth, Devil, and Los on the big map, so it felt extremely good to get that dub. I'm really happy for my DMZ players that they're getting more of an update, and Sheikah even has a DMZ gameplay. And then the big map has an update. There's a new plane here, so they're gonna change things. And then the Gulag map has been updated to better suit 1v1 combat, which is awesome. A deeper dive into Ashika, Maraza, and everything we have to offer. So they got the tactical map guide. We won't go into there. We're going to scroll up real quick again, just to the overall island play. Like I said, I wasn't blown away by it, but I didn't get enough chance to really feel it out. I will talk about this. The plating, after looking at the stream, and then I watched something that the plating is definitely faster. It might even be faster than Warzone 1, which is extremely faster gameplay. But the movement still felt a little different to me. And then, overall, I think this is the update that I needed. I'm excited to get out there. And I said I was only going to do 10 minutes, and we're at 23. But I'll meet Jiraiya halfway. I'm excited to get back out there. I should be on tonight. Jiraiya does have soccer, so we have to do a little bit of homework, jump over to soccer. But happy hunting out there. We're going to do a breakdown of our first win on the island. It's going to help me kind of, retrace our steps and just overall see the amazing gameplay. But appreciate all the love you guys tune in. Again, Titan Ninja Gaming, Simon, Bubby Dipkins, Ali, Jeremy, Joel, Eddie, and our newest follower on Twitch, Toby111. Appreciate you guys. All right. Any questions, comment below, send me a message. Definitely love to talk about it. Anyone else notice their first 5 games were super easy? Yes, absolutely. And I think that was, I think that was in general, of it, depending on when you played, but they definitely had issues of the, they had issues matching. So that's something they're, usually is like, I don't know how they do this every time when they have a launch. Like if I set up a project like this and this was the launch, like I would be fired. One other thing too that I want to talk to you guys about as far as the plating. Thank you, Ali. You reminded me of that on my way out. I picked up plates, and there was a few times, and I even checked on the past stream. I picked up plates, and it went into my backpack. It didn't, even though my plate slot was open. That's definitely a a bug. I don't know if anyone's heard that yet from other streamers or experienced it. It might be a user error of the settings that I have. I don't think so. But just keep that in mind when you're picking up plates. Plates were definitely limited in the short time, and Stone Mountain talks about that. But there's definitely a glitch in picking up plates. And then, so at one point, I asked Los for plates, and then I'm like, why can't I pick up any other items? I had 6 plates in my backpack, but my small icon where I'm supposed to plate, it wasn't equipped. So I was like, oh, and he's like, here's 2 plates. And I was like, oh, no, I'm good. I think I still took the 2 plates from him. But we'll have a laugh at that during the spectating of my own stream. Again, appreciate all the love. A lot of tournament love, even after the fact, a lot of appreciation. So I love breaking this down with you guys and having those analytical thoughts with you. Keep it coming. Appreciate you. I got to go get my son. Ninjaboy Z Gaming, we are signing off. Thanks again for tuning in, guys.